What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Downright Random. We are your hosts. I'm Mike. This is Janine.
Hello.
And we are happy to be talking with you again. Again. So, hopefully you guys been enjoying all the stuff we've been putting together for you. This takes a lot of time and effort.
On our brains.
We are... every day, our brains are going... thinking of different things and talking and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we just hope you enjoy it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
definitely let us know. And but what interests you guys? Like we talk about stuff that interests us, but
Mm-hmm.
what's interests like everyone else?
Mm-hmm.
Like what kind of like candy do you guys like? What kind of foods I mean, it doesn't have to be food, I guess, but like music, movies. Like, there are different things. Like, what do you think about what's going on in the world? I mean, we trying to get too political on some of this stuff, but I mean, it's a reality of what's going on. I mean,
Yeah.
And it's just like, everyone needs to talk.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's so many people that aren't talking nowadays, and conversations is what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with all the stuff going on in the world and all the confusion, I feel like there's a lack of communication, and that lack of communication is creating more and more conflict because one side doesn't want to listen to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like when one side does say something, the other side's got to just tear it down and not even want to talk about it because it goes against what they think.
Yeah.
And I feel like...
Now, when you say conversation, does it have to be conversation about what's going on in the world, or just a
anything.
conversation, right? Okay. Yeah, because I feel like that's the thing. Whenever we hear people talking in like the store or whatever, everyone feels like they have to talk about all of the other like all the stuff that's going on,
Right?
Instead of just like it's like that's all we're consumed with,
Right.
And
but I mean, with you talking about like, is it just like one example is one of the other YouTubers I watch. Is Rich Rebuilds, and he rebuilds like Teslas and stuff. I mean, that's how his gain to fame was, and I like his content. And I'm not on board with all the electric car stuff as much as some people are. I do think it's great technology. I think it's good for lots of different reasons, but I don't think it's the end all.
it's not gonna save the world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the end all to save the world. But there's so many people that think it is. That think that this company and this car is going to save the world.
Yeah.
It's just not. And Rich talks about that from time to time, but he gets shut down on some of his videos lately because he speaks his mind and his opinion. His opinion
Is his opinion.
is his opinion.
Yeah.
And like he feels that Tesla is not doing their job properly because their customer service isn't that great.
And this is based on his own experience. It's not
Right.
like it's like people telling him things or he's
And
just,
some of it's from what he knows,
Yeah.
but like most of it's his experience.
yeah.
And then when other people tell him the same things that are happening to them, it's like a trend occurs.
Yeah.
Of that customer service is not that good. But when he speaks his truth of his opinion
Yeah.
of what's going on, he gets shut down. It's just he talks about cars. Like it has nothing to do with the rest of the world. It's just the cars in this company. But because people are so obsessed,
Yeah, that's the thing. You have the fans.
they
that-
don't
yeah.
want to listen to another opinion because it goes against their opinion.
Yeah.
And it just completely shuts everything down.
I think that's the problem with a lot of things, though. I think people think that when someone has an opinion, that they're saying it's fact, and it's not that they're saying it's
Sometimes
fact.
it can be the same.
No, sometimes it can, but it can be okay. Like for example, I can say, I don't like the color brown, and then you say, and you're like, well, brown is a nice color, and I say, well, I don't like it, and you're
Yeah.
like, well, you're stupid because brown is a nice color, and it's like, just because I don't like it doesn't mean that maybe you can say it's a nice color. That's fine. I'm not saying that you can't say that, but I'm saying in my mind, I don't like wearing it. It doesn't look good on me.
Yeah.
Shut up. And it's just
But
like
I think that's part of the problem though, is like with the thing with Rich, it's like he does like Tesla. He likes the cars. He feels that the company should be doing better. And that's he likes it. He wants the company to be so successful that he's willing to just state their faults.
yeah. So people don't like
So-
the constructive criticism. That's
Right,
what it is.
they don't.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that he just wants other people to not have those experiences. He's not asking for like credit of saving Tesla. He just wants to make sure that other people aren't put in the same position.
Yeah.
I feel like we've gone through the same thing on certain things, that like there have been experiences that we have gone through or like bad customer service or whatever, and we call them telling them, and they're like, okay, we'll fix it this time, or we'll do this, just don't do this. What do you want from? Like, I don't want anything.
I just want you to fix it.
I just want you to fix it so someone else doesn't have this problem anymore.
Yeah.
And even with the world going on, that's almost what it needs to be. But it's almost like it's the exact opposite. It's like there's this problem in this world, and I'm gonna break your legs so you don't do that problem again.
Yeah.
That doesn't fix it.
No.
And I feel like that's what's going on with all this stuff. But like, I mean, just Rich he's just one example. I mean, there's so many people, and we've seen other people that just there's like so much hate over just someone's like entertainment that they want other people to fail.
Like what?
Like.
Oh, you mean like people will call somebody else out? So basically, because with the whole thing with Rich, you were saying that people probably were like contacting YouTube to get his videos taken down or whatever.
But like, there's
so
other
like
YouTubers that we watch that some of it's controversial stuff, some of it's not. Yet they've been like swatted and all this stuff, and then like people like try to get these people almost killed. Just because they don't like them and don't like what they're talking about. Yeah. It's like, that doesn't solve anything.
I'd rather somebody like go back and forth in the comments. And
that's like, what I'm saying. Like conversation is what we need. We need conversation.
Yeah. Instead of trying to go, you know what? I know where this person lives or where this person works. Because that was just the same thing with like the other YouTuber, Carpetbagger. Where that guy was like contacting his job and he was trying to get him like fired. And
all he did was show places that he likes to visit.
Yeah, this guy just like travels. He does like side, what do you call it, roadside attractions or whatever. And this person was just like,
he hated it so much
bothered by
that he was showing the stuff,
and it was
that
just like, and there's nothing controversial
stuff.
about him. Yeah, and he had a job like that he really loved, and this guy was just like not letting down. And it's one of those things where, at what point is it like jealousy or is it obsession?
Must be. It's got to be something like that, of that you want to do it but you can't do it. I mean, we would love to travel and do. I mean, that's one of the things we hope to do sometime in the future when things go back to normal, if they're ever going to go back to normal. Yeah. And we hope to go places and see things and do stuff, like that. Yeah. But I mean, it's not like envy that we have to like ruin this person's life.
Yeah, it's like I have to knock you off so I can fill that spot. Yeah, and if I can't do it, then no one should. Yeah, and that's kind of like what it is, and it's just like trying to ruin somebody's life. That's just taking it to a whole nother level. Yeah, But I think that in the whole, like you were saying about the whole swatting, and then they have the whole doxing thing and everything. Like people, even if you like Twitter, if you go on Twitter and if you say something that someone doesn't like, it's like people will try to like find your IP address and figure out where you work and it's like, why? Like, what is that really doing?
It's good that I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Yes, Mike got banned. But I think you got wrongfully banned, to be honest.
I did.
But a lot of people do. And I mean, you can say one little thing and you can get banned or whatever. But it's one of those things where
I wanted to have a conversation.
You did want to have a conversation, but
the other person didn't.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where that unfortunately it's either the person's going to ban you or people will report your tweet and then you'll get kicked out. But I think even on there, like there have been people that say things and people were like, you're an idiot, I hope you die, and all this other, and it's like, why don't you just try to have a conversation with somebody? Like I've gotten in a couple back and forths on Facebook and stuff like that, and it's one of those things where, and at some point you have to realize like, okay, this conversation is going nowhere and this person is just going to be stuck in their ways. And I'm not trying to change somebody's mind, but I'm just trying to have a conversation. And some people, they just want to argue with someone. Yeah. That's the thing. Like people wake up in the morning, they don't brush their teeth, they get on Twitter, and then they just want to argue with people and they feel good with themselves and they eat takeout and then they go to bed and they're sad and they wake up and they do it all over again. And
I like those days sometimes.
It's like, not to have it every single day, but it's a sad thing when when you think of someone who's just like on the other side of their the phone. You're like, I'm angry and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna put up a meme. I'm not even gonna use a full sentence. I'm just gonna and it's just like it's sad. It really is. But it's sad when people are just like you were saying with like Rich Rebuilds, and you're just trying to do like constructive criticism, because that's what reviews and stuff are for. Yeah. And it's not like it's like a whole video of him bashing Tesla. Like he's saying, I like this and I like this and I like that. but I don't like this. And then that's the one thing that people are just going to focus on, that one thing that you're saying you don't like. But it's like, but what about everything else that he says? You guys are doing amazing at this, you know? And that goes back to like, how do people even handle it at work? Like if your boss is like, okay, like you have your evaluation for this month and you're like, you're doing great with this and you've improved on this and this, but this area you can kind of work on. What are you going to do? Go outside and slash? Oh my God. Slash your boss's tires. That was terrifying. Someone just woke up. But it's like, what are you like? Seriously, it's like that's all that people hear. And it's like, but I'm telling you, you're doing amazing with these things and you have to have, nobody wants to hear they're doing anything wrong. But it's like, but if I'm letting you know, it's because I probably have faith that you can do better at that area, in that area. I mean, or I'm telling you that because, you know, you're lacking.
There's a lot of like mentally soft people out there that can't take any kind of criticism. Mm-hmm. They just can't.
I first learned it, like I was saying in other, like, you know, another video. I like writing and all this stuff. And I remember like being in like in high school, I was like in an English like writing program, and we would do stories and all this other stuff. And then sometimes I would get the paper back from my teacher, and it was like red here, circle there, this and that. And I'm just like, but I would look at what they said, what the notes were, and I would say, okay, I can do better. Yeah. You know, and it's like, I don't know if people do that anymore. Like, is there a red pen? I don't know, because everybody has iPads, so I don't know how you do that. Like, how does that happen? How does that work?
I guess they still have red pens.
But it's like, you know, and I think that's constructive criticism, because your teacher's like, this part was awesome, but this part right here, you kind of lost me here. Maybe make it a little bit more clear, or maybe develop the character a little bit more, you know. But I don't know if people, because
unless your paper came back like mine, there was more red writing than there was my writing.
That's always bad too. It's like, ugh, I could. It's like
I handed you a paper with 1 page and I got back with 4 pages. This is not right.
Oh man, I remember one time in the back of one of my stories, my teacher wrote a whole paragraph, and I was like, damn. But it was like, but it wasn't bad. She just wanted more, because she was like, this story was really good. You have to give more, and that encouraged me. Whereas I think now people are gonna be like, who the hell does this teacher think she is? Like, I worked really hard on that. I did my best.
She's smart.
She must think she's smart.
She went to school.
I'm gonna freaking dox her. It's like, but now,
I know where you work.
Yeah, for real. And she's like, and I know where your mom works too. So don't come after me. But it's like,
I know what bus you get on.
For real. It's like, but it's like, I don't know if people are okay with criticism anymore.
They're not.
That's the thing. But you have to learn. And that's the thing about life and the stages of life. You learn things, you know.
What's life? Is there a meaning to life?
I don't know. I think we should probably ask an old wise cat. just like, hey, old wise cat, what is the meaning of life? I have no idea. That's too heavy of a question.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
it'll just sit right here.
But it's one of those things where it's like, it is life, and that's why there's stages of life, and there's things that you have to go through, so that when you are like in your 30s or your 20s or whatever, you're not sitting in the bathroom of your job crying hysterically every day, or you're not like, when somebody tells you something, you're just kind of like about to break, you know. Like, everybody has a sensitive day, because sometimes someone can like get you at the right day, and you're just like, the tears are there and it's in your throat, and you're like, if anybody says one thing to me, I'm just gonna break down, you know. And like, that happens, but you can't be like that every day. That's not healthy.
You can't, but sometimes you want like the Bavarian cream donut, but when you get it, it's a lemon donut.
And then what do? Let's act it out. Action.
You just get sad.
Oh,
I'm sad.
You're sad.
I like lemon donuts,
but when that's not what you want,
that's not what I want.
Yeah, but see, if you're having a really sensitive day, that one little thing can send you over that. You're just like, I don't understand. You know, you just go into all of that, you know, and it's like, but you, like I said, you can't be like that every day though, and you can't because sometimes you'll work someplace also, and people are mean, and sometimes you have to deal with rude people, and you can't. Some things you just have to let it bounce off of you. I know some things when some people are, because you know I don't like rude people. Rude people annoy me.
I don't like rude people either.
But it's one of those things where sometimes you just have to realize, well, you're this way, and I'm not going to absorb your energy. But you can't always be like, on edge.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I feel like a lot of things in life are a test for you, and you can.
I'll get my donut.
How about you make your own damn donut? I'm just kidding. It's like,
oh yeah, I wasn't having you make it. I was having Dunkin' Donuts make it, or Krispy Kreme, or Walmart.
Who has the better donuts?
It depends on the donut.
Oh, okay.
It depends on the donut.
See, I'm not really big on donuts, so I don't really.
Like, I feel like Krispy Kreme is good, but you really just have to have the regular, plain glazed donut when the hot light's on. And all the other donuts, I think they're no different than in donuts anywhere else.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Have you ever gotten the donuts from Walmart and heated them up? Like
No.
put them in the oven or something,
No.
like the toaster oven?
No.
Do you think it'll be good?
No,
Why?
because I only get the filled ones.
Oh, okay. So the filled,
gonna-
you don't,
yeah.
yeah, because then it'll get hot on the inside. Yeah. Just like Pop-Tarts. Like if you heat up Pop-Tarts, sometimes if it's too hot on the inside, it's not good. Do you like
Yeah.
your Pop-Tarts hot or cold or room temperature?
Well, I guess it's room temperature.
Room temperature, yeah.
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 I've heated them up sometimes, but I like them room temperature.
I think the only good thing about like putting them like in the microwave or the toaster oven is like the crust gets like kind of hard, but like the inside part, I don't really like that being like.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had Pop-Tarts in probably I don't know how many years, but
No, I like a room temperature,
okay, it's interesting.
but I have to break them up.
I know.
I'm weird. It's just what it is. I can't help it.
It's okay.
You still love me?
I gotta. I signed a contract with your parents, so.
But I mean, all the conversation stuff, it still goes into like what we've talked about in the past also about like with marriages and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and relationships. You have to be able to talk. And if you can't talk, then there's a problem. And you just need to stop it.
Yeah.
And I feel like we see that with a lot of people nowadays. And people need to talk.
And when you're talking, you have to talk, listen,
Yeah,
you know,
well,
express yourself, be honest. Yeah.
When I mean like talk and have
Yeah.
conversations, I mean in that it's a back and forth, actual true conversation.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm putting my fingers in my ears and you can say whatever you want, but I'm not going to listen to you.
Yeah. And then once I see your mouth stop moving, I'll start talking again or something. Yeah.
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 No, I mean that you actually have to listen to the person. You have to have a response to the person, and things like that. I mean, your response can be anger. Your response can be whatever. I mean, it's a response, but you still need to listen and you still need to figure things out.
Play a game real quick. I'm gonna say a word, and you have to say the first thing.
Chicken,
No. Table.
rocks,
Gum.
mouth,
Teeth.
mouth,
Bat.
baseball.
Car.
I don't know.
Torch.
Fire,
Hair.
head.
Mask.
I don't know.
Lip.
Mouth.
God, you're.
Why you keep going like that? Well, you got teeth, you got lips, you gotta do tongue next.
Oh, boot.
Foot.
Horse.
Cow.
Carriage.
I don't know.
Frog. Fridge.
You don't. I'm not good with some of these. It's like
I just want to catch your reaction on camera. It's like, ooh, it's like you never heard these words before. What is this word you say here? This frog, this fridge.
I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting this kind of game. I was expecting
okay.
something more fun, like Tiddlywinks or something.
What
I
the
don't know.
heck is that? What?
How about what is it? Operation. You want to play Operation?
We can try Operation.
That's how I'm gonna get my doctorate.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna play Operation.
That's the new way to do it now.
It is.
Yep.
Once I make sure I get all of them out, I will now be a doctor, and I can operate on anybody.
Oh, wow. All right, we'll see if you can do it.
Oh,
we'll see
I will.
who's the better surgeon.
Okay.
Do we have Operation?
No, we don't.
We have to get it.
I don't even know if Operation like still exists in the traditional.
Yeah, it's probably
way.
golly. I don't even know what it is now.
We're gonna have to
probably.
find one in an antique store or something.
Maybe we'll look. We should go to a thrift store and look for some board games.
It's hard. The only one we found the other day that was pretty good was that Jeopardy game. We got to figure out how to play.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah.
We're gonna set
Yeah.
that. We're gonna set some games up and play them.
Yeah.
I swear we're gonna do this. I know we talk about it, but
Yeah.
it's not easy trying to figure out how to do the camera and the angles and stuff like that to figure out how to play these games for
We
you
need
guys.
like a table right here.
We almost
like,
do need like a table
yeah.
like that. But then people aren't gonna be able to see like
on
what
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure it out. Though.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're hoping to do that soon. Maybe live. Maybe this Saturday we'll try and do that.
Goals.
We'll do that. Oh, that was loud and annoying. See, that's why I don't like soccer.
I know you don't like soccer. I know.
And that was just annoying.
Oh, well, it could have been that or that song.
What song?
Don't say it.
All right,
we're
guys.
gonna wrap it up.
we our brains have
Yeah.
been mush right now.
I'm gonna go work out.
But so anyways, guys, we're hoping to have you had a great day. See, I can't even talk. And you're enjoying everything we're doing for you guys. And you definitely catch up with some of our past videos if you haven't seen our other videos. Just go back, like in the back of the YouTube thing.
Way
and,
back.
Go back and watch some other videos and see what you think. And tell
Leave
us
comments,
how,
even on the older videos. Like leave comments. We're still gonna see them. So
yeah. Tell us how much you like or dislike our stuff. I mean, definitely, we hope you like it. I mean, that's the whole purpose, is just for us to have conversation with you guys, or share our conversations with each other with you guys more so, because we can't really talk with you guys. But hopefully soon, when we start doing some lives for you guys can talk with us, and we'll have great conversations or arguments, and we'll learn new stuff about each other.
Yep, there you go.
So, anyways, guys,
comment, like, subscribe, and check us out on Instagram, downright random.
keep having conversations. All right, guys. We'll check you later.